Hey everyone, welcome back to PlaycrastiNation Population 311, and welcome back to another episode of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Plus, it's been a couple days, and that's because I went through some stuff to try to get this game to work again. I'll explain a little bit about that in a second. We're going to be continuing with our Eden hard mode streak today. I thought about doing a mod video, yeah, basically just like lots of stuff going on. So we're going for win number 13 here. We'll see if we can make it work. We start with Midas Touch and freaking, oh my god, this is amazing, MJAM BPMY. MJAM BPMY. We start with Midas Touch and a spacebar item with the ability to let us basically make Midas Touch work, which is kind of awesome because we can get a lot of coins from it, which is not only nice from a money perspective, but it's also nice from a you know, we're gonna get the Midas Touch that we use is gonna get even stronger as we use it. So I had a lot of stuff happen, basically. Are we gonna get rid of this for the D20 right off the bat? I don't think so. I should also mention stats look phenomenal. A 7-tier stat and a 4.26 damage stat. Shots. Okay, this new keyboard is a little weird. So that's one thing we gotta address really quickly is that I'm using a new keyboard. I unfortunately had a little bit of an accident and may or may not have spilled some sticky beverage on my other keyboard, at which case I was like, it'll be fine. And it was very not fine. It's Chris the XL, by the way, so don't take a hit. It was very unfine, pretty much maybe the most not fine it could have been. Keyboard destroyed, couldn't be used anymore, had to throw it away. Went to Walmart, bought a nice little $8 keyboard, just to kind of get me through the, you gonna shoot me? Just to kind of get me through the next so-and-so. So far what I'm noticing with this keyboard, it looks like I can't press, excuse me. It looks like I can't press as many buttons as I was initially able to. I am going to fight the boss here now that we have a charge ready. And we got a nice little combination here of Unicorn Horn and our golden ability, which didn't turn him golden there, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm noticing I can't press as many buttons on this at the same time where it gets a little confused, so I'll have to be a little bit more careful with that, and I took a hit there when I shouldn't have. That's okay, though. It's only been like 6 or 7 days since I've played this, so not only did I have the keyboard issues, which was not fun, I'm itching my eyeball right now, not only did I have the keyboard issues which made things kind of difficult, I also had an issue with the game itself. All of a sudden one night I went and I downloaded a couple new mods for the next mod showcase I was going to do, the next Let's Demo, and when I tried to start playing it after downloading all the mods, my game wouldn't launch. It would crash upon me trying to launch it every single time, and I had no idea what happened. I went to the subreddit, and there were a couple other people that were experiencing the same thing as me, and then kind of as the weekend progressed, I noticed more and more people putting in the problem, and then finally someone found a solution. It turns out that one of the mods in particular, I think it's called like the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth ++ or something like that. Basically, it's just like, I downloaded it knowing it'd be basically a shit mod because it just makes the game look terrible, and that's like the funny joke about it. Funny joke! But that's the whole funny joke about it, and so that's what I was going to do. We'll take Super Ball for occasional rubber cement tears, I think. Seemed to be. I basically downloaded it because I thought it'd be funny, and it turns out that something went wrong with that mod, and that everybody that had it downloaded was having the exact same issues. Their games were crashing upon them trying to launch it, which obviously, that's not the way it was designed to work. We get Speedball here. Obviously, that's not the way it was intended to work, and so I had to kind of, even like, I unsubscribed from all my mods because I figured, I was like, well, it stopped working after I downloaded all these mods, so I unsubscribed from all of them, but apparently that doesn't delete them from your system's memory itself. I love Hairpin, and I'm definitely going to use it. Apparently it doesn't delete it from your, so like, we can actually use this here, because Hairpin means as soon as we go into our boss fight, we'll have a full charge again, which is why it's an awesome trinket. But yeah, so what had happened was, we got no bombs on this floor. I am going to go to the shop just to see if we can get a bomb. We ended up, you have to like go into like my document, just in case anybody else out there is having this problem. You go into my documents, it's like my documents, my games. You know what, let's blow up the Tinted Rock instead, because we could get another bomb from the Tinted Rock. We could also get another bomb from that chest, but we'll just take the Spirit Heart. You had to go into like my documents, my games, and then there's a particular folder called Afterbirth Plus mods where they're actually saved. Look at that full charge. All right, well, you've awakened the beast pretty much. Yo, unicorn horn with Midas touch, with everything basically is awesome. Jesus Juice is also fantastic. Hello, Isaac. Welcome back. Now, unfortunately, we can only take one of these, just in case of telebills. And I want to take Brimstone. I feel like it's been longer since we've had a Brimstone run. And I was actually going to, I've been, thinking about that for, a couple days now. That's a shame we can't convert this now, because we could do Mom's Knife Brimstone. But we'll just take Brimstone instead. It has been, this is a lovely welcome back, by the way. This is making up for the game. I was so upset that I couldn't record I wouldn't have been able to record anyway because I went home this past weekend and I didn't take I didn't take my computer home or anything like that because I'm in the process of, I got about a month left here up at university, so I'm trying to kind of get stuff cleared out of my apartment just for, to make it easier on myself later. Bloody Crown means item rooms later. Yeah, I'm sorry, Hairpin. I think you're an awesome new trinket. Literally amazing. Especially with this, with the spacebar item we have here. This is one of the perfect scenarios for it. However, the item rooms later are going to be awesome, especially with Brimstone. Let's get some cool synergies going. So I didn't take home my computer anyway, so I couldn't have recorded. But I wanted to record before I went, and it was a little unfortunate that I couldn't because the game wasn't working. But, honestly, the game is kind of making up for it here with this run that we have before our very eyes. So I think I can, I'm a pretty forgiving person in general, so I think I can probably, go ahead and, give the game a little bit of an easier time about it because they did hand us Brimstone on the first, well, it's technically the second floor, but the first-ish floor. Go and rock this guy again. With the Cube of Meat, we have no issues here. We get another deal with the devil to trade away our 1 HP with. It's black powder, which I don't think is that great, so I'm not going to deal with it. We still have an item room to go to, though. Don't play too fast that you forget item rooms, because that would be stupid. Yeah, this new keyboard, it was a, I can't go down right now. I can't, there we go. So if I'm holding too many things at once, I can't, I can't go down right now, and it's kind of annoying. So I'll have to get used to that. Maybe it's just this keyboard can only handle 3 commands at once, and my other one can handle 4 or 5 at once, so that's unfortunate something I'm gonna have to deal with and kind of change up my playstyle a bit, because especially when I'm doing this Brimstone thing, I like to hold down one direction to charge and then another direction to kind of aim, which isn't necessary. I'm just gonna have to adjust my playstyle accordingly, basically. But what else? What were we talking about? Oh yeah, I went home this weekend getting stuff packed up basically because I only have about a month left, and so time to start moving some stuff back so I don't have to take home everything. A Tears upgrade is great. Knockback doesn't really help us, and then I think I'm just gonna head to the next floor. We will drop a bomb here, look for a secret room and maybe magic mushroom. Okay, the game can't be that kind to us, although it does give us a stone chest here, and inside said stone chest, as well as another bomb, we get Cricket's Head, so perhaps the game can be that kind to us, because isn't Cricket's Head a bigger damage multiplier than Magic Mushroom? Or no, Magic Mushroom. Yeah, Magic Mushroom's bigger, but still a pretty good one. Maybe it's not, I have no idea. Let's go ahead and head down to the next floor because I think we're ready to go. 7 minutes through 3 floors. It's going to be a quick one, which is a nice little return. Also, I'm in my suit right now, and it's kind of hot. Weather's starting to heat up finally. This is me making small talk. It's freaking Monday, April 10th. I still haven't decided if I want to send this video out today. It's already 3:30, so it'd be a really late upload. But it could be done. I could send it out today and it wouldn't be the biggest deal on planet Earth. But also, I don't know, I usually don't like doing late uploads just because I feel like less people are inclined to watch them. But I should also use this video, speaking of scheduling and stuff like that, I should use this video as a chance to give kind of a follow-up to my update video that came out last Thursday/Friday. And just in case you haven't seen that yet, I'll just kind of give you a little brief overview of what it said. Basically, Yooka-Laylee comes out tomorrow on April 11th. I'm hoping it drops at, I don't know what time it drops. I'm hoping midnight tonight, because then I can just stay up all night and record a bunch and have a bunch of episodes ready to go. But basically, scheduling on the channel is going to be in kind of a weird place until I figure out exactly what the heck I want to do with that. I know I want to make Yooka-Laylee a daily series, And my initial plan was to pause both Banjo, Tooie, and Pokemon until we get through the ukulele, which would have probably, like, estimated time, I'm guessing, would be about a month. So we take a month break from Pokemon and Banjo Tooie, and then pick it up after we finish ukulele. Some people weren't super thrilled about that. Some people said, you know, I think maybe Isaac should go instead, even though it's a staple of the channel, you know, and I kind of agree with this logic to a point where it's like, we could stop our Isaac streak right now on 12 and come back to it in a month and nothing will be changed, really. It's not like I will have lost all my skill, forgotten everything. We can pretty much pick it up right where we left off. The issue with Pokemon or Banjo Tooie, on the other hand, is that I would have to basically relearn or try to remember everything. We get Lazarus Rags here. Do I want to sacrifice? If there's 2 good items and a deal with the devil, if we even get a deal with the devil, then perhaps I'll do it. Let's try to increase our chances by blowing up this guy. I will also take a Spirit Heart and sneak out of here if I can. Thank you. Doesn't increase the chances too awfully much, but, you know, every little bit counts. But yeah, I kind of agree with that logic of it's a lot easier to just pick Isaac back up after being away for, you know, whatever period of time. It is a heck of a lot easier to come back to Isaac than it is to something else. We are getting so dang lucky with these deals with the devil, except for when it's Krampus. That's a little less lucky, but just the fact that we got the deal in general is pretty awesome. Krampus's head, I still dig the My Little Unicorn more. We don't have a chance to use it very often, and starting with Midas Touch gives us a decent chance to finally utilize it, so I think that's pretty good. Nothing worth doing in there. But yeah, so I was holding too many buttons and my down didn't work again, so that's why I ran into those spikes. Like I said, it's going to take a little bit to get adjusted to this new keyboard and its cheapness, basically. It's, like I said, it's a nice, excuse me while I hiccup. It's a nice little $4, that doesn't really work for us. It's a nice little $4, $10 keyboard. No! The sound was working. Book of Revelations. My freaking sound was working in my headphones until this point. All of a sudden and then all changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Book of Revelations definitely better, but let's go for something cool. D Infinity. Let me see what D it is. D20. If it was something cooler, maybe I would have rerolled the whole run, but it's not something cooler. So we're looking for like Homing Tears, Virgo. I mean, I like better pills, but the invincibility is nice too. Euthanasia I don't think actually works with this, but it is 2/3 of the way to Spun. And so I can be happy for that at the very least. Nothing doing in this room. That's unfortunate. But yeah, so I'm now rethinking the whole ukulele thing and how exactly I want to approach it. And so what I might do is, I don't know why this didn't pop up first. I don't know why I thought a series had to go. I may just change it so basically the 4 series that we have running on this channel at any given moment are Bad Trip. The 4 series that we have running at any given moment. Oh, Knockback does work with Brimstone. Look at that. The 4 series we have running are obviously these Isaac streaks, these Eden streaks. We have Isaac mod videos, Let's Demos. We have Pokemon, and we have Banjo Tooie. Now, what I may do instead of cutting out one series completely, continue doing Isaac streaking 3 days a week and mod videos 1 day a week or 2 days a week. I think what I'm probably going to do now is just cut everything back a little bit, scale it back for the time being until we get done. So ukulele is still going to be a daily series. That's my goal with it. I would love to play that daily because I want to get it not done as quickly as possible, but like I want to explore it as quickly as possible. I would like to be like ideally one of the first people on YouTube to really explore the game. We should check this out and see if we can buy a Spirit Heart. It could be a greed fight as well. No, and we will definitely take Black Candle. We will also definitely take the Spirit Heart. I want to be one of the first people on YouTube to really play through the game in a Let's Play perspective and, you know, discover a lot of things, get a lot of stuff done, because I think it'd be cool and also beneficial for the channel. You know, thinking about myself a little bit there, but also it'd be fun. Go ahead and take out War, get another cube of meat. First floor, we didn't get a deal with the devil on, so can't be too upset. But yeah, so I think I'm just going to scale stuff back instead. So what we'll probably do is something along the lines of like a Monday, Friday. What do we get here? Yarun, Dagaz, Purge My Curse, which we can't have anyway because of Black Candle. But at least we'll take the Spirit Heart. What you might do is like Monday, Friday, Eden streaking. Wednesday, mod video. Tuesday Banjo-Tooie, Thursday Pokemon, something along the lines of that. So at least that way, even though it's less per week, like I know one episode of Banjo-Tooie, and oh, I do love Black Rune. One episode of Banjo-Tooie and one episode of Pokemon a week might seem a little less for some people, but I still feel like that's a better alternative than, you know, cutting it out for a month and then hoping that you guys stick around for a month and, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I think it's a better option. I think it will probably retain a lot more viewers and keep people a lot happier in general. So I think that's probably what I'm going to elect to do with the situation, and we'll just see how it works out, basically. I don't know how long Banjo-Tooie or Ukulele is as a game. I've looked up some reviews. Some of them aren't fantastic, which has me a little bit nervous about the game, but I think it'll still be good. But actually the big gripes of it is that there are only 5 levels. Now it says the levels are massive, but there's still only 5 unique levels to play through, and some people were a little bit bummed about that. Especially coming from a game, you know, Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie both had, like, you know, 10-ish levels, 10, 9, whatever, to play through, and so this one having less, people are a little bummed about. But I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. So I don't know how long the game's going to take. If it takes a month, it takes a month. Oh, we are already at the month. We are speeding through on this run so quickly, which is a good thing, by the way. But yeah, we got oh god, I can't hear the foot sound because I have no sound again. I need to figure out, everything's going wrong in my life, basically. We will take the Polaroid, we will come in here and we will say hello things. We will say, I'll go ahead and play you a couple times. Could have gotten better use out of that, and that's a little unfortunate, but we are going to get Polaroid invincibility. Let's see if we can pick up Spun. We pick up Plan C instead. So I'll pick up 9 lives. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay for Razor Blade, and then I'm going to Black Rune both of these and get some stat upgrades. We got a little bit of shot speed, some damage, some speed, and some luck. That's fantastic. We'll also look at Boss Rush and say, Tooth Shot, yeah, nothing. If it was like Homing Tears or something crazy like that, I may have gone for it, but I kind of like the pace we're going at right here, because it is better for this, it's better for this update style of video when I have a certain number of things that I need to say. The Gauze Rune hooked me up. Could use an Ansus to speed things up as well. But yeah, so I think that's the way we're going to be operating, is try to keep all the series still going at the same time, even if it is in lessened capacities, which I know, like I said, might bum out? No, that's what it's called when you're wearing no pants. You got your bum out, you know what I'm saying? I know it could bum, I don't know if it, bum out, is that even the right word? Who freaking knows? Ansus, thank you. It could be a bummer. Let's go with that. I totally forgot that we had Bloody Crown, and I was like, what is that item room? That could be a bummer to some people, that it's still only once a week, but like I said, I think it's better. But not to mention also, this next week in general is going to be, like this week currently that I'm recording this, is going to be hell. Of course, Ukulele has to come out the week that's going to be hell. I have a 60-page group paper due this, why did I come in this room? I have a 60-page paper that is due, this, Black Rune again, yes please. I have a 60-page paper due this Friday. And then this Friday, I go home for Easter break, which I'm also not taking. Yeah, we'll pop an AWAS. Sounds like a drug. I'm going to be going home this weekend for Easter, which I'm also not taking home a computer for, because I don't want to, I have to take home, you know, furniture and stuff, because I got about a month left, so it's time to start getting stuff home. Satanic Bible is Bookworm, so we can be happy with that. And, you know, we're probably past the Unicorn Stump point. Maybe. It is a big help in boss fights, but I think I'm ready to take these broken wings and learn to fly again and just, you know, do the good old Satanic Bible stuff. Dingle is not what I expected this room to be, but yeah, like you see there, we don't really need the invincibility. We kind of just cut through things instantly. That is Spun. A second transformation on the floor, going to bring us up to 13 damage Brimstone. Pop this, got an I'm excited pill, at least, well, actually, dude, it changed my face. But yeah, so I'll be going home this weekend. I also need to figure out what the heck is wrong with my the headphone jack on my computer. I've decided that it is Perthrow v Black Rune. I'll probably take Perthrow. I need to figure out what is wrong with this headphone jack on my PC. Not that it's like impeding me from playing, because like obviously I'm playing just fine, but when ukulele comes out, like one of my favorite aspects of Banjo-Kazooie is the music, and so if my headphones are broken and I can't hear the music as it was meant to be heard, then I feel like that's kind of a waste of time. I'm definitely not picking up Cursed Die. Question is, if you pick up Cursed Die and then take the Dagaz room, you usually lose the curse, because I know it's how it works with Black Candle, which we already have, so maybe there would be no downside, but also there's no Cursed Eye Brimstone interaction. If it shot out like little bursts of Brimstone, like a Cursed Eye tears, but the tears were Brimstone instead, we'd be talking, but there's no talking to be had. Oh, golly jeepers, help. Help. Okay, I'm excited. Definitely carried over to this floor, because either that or my computer's once again doing what it's doing and is just doing stuff. I'm excited to graduate and go home so that I can actually like take this computer back to the place where I built it at Micro Center and have them look at it, because I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. So I think the headphone jack, it either is just the headphone jack in my case is going bad, which is obviously the worst scenario. That's the worst possible outcome, because then I would need to buy a new case, and then I'd have to spend a bunch of time and rewire everything and basically put the whole computer back together again, which was a pretty lengthy process. So I'd of course rather that not be the case. But if it is, I'll do it. We get a Deal with the Devil in here. We get Guppy's Paw and Dark Bum. We'll take Guppy's Paw. Is that Guppy? It's not quite Guppy. And we don't really need Dark Bum, so, you know, Dark Bum's a good item, but I don't think it's necessary. 18 minutes to the Cathedral. Maybe one of the fastest runs we've ever put up. We don't even have, I mean, we have Brimstone, but we don't have Tammy's Head Brimstone or anything crazy like that. I'm not even going to run into this guy, because I don't care about nothing. We're also getting a bunch of money, which is good. But yeah, I need to get this figured out so that I can try and actually be able to hear the game. I think there's like a headphone jack in the back of the computer, which could be a viable option. I could like, no, I don't want this. I want the per throw for the next floor. I could just use the headphone jack in the back and just like rearrange the PC and like basically turn it backwards, which I may have to do because, like I said, I want to listen to ukulele. So I'll figure it out though. Temporary fixes. Basically things are just going wrong at the same time, and it's unfortunate. And yeah, this big old group paper, hopefully my group comes in clutch and participates, basically, because to this point it's been less so than that. So, you know, hopefully I can get a little bit of assistance, because if I have to write 60 pages by myself by this Friday while I'm also trying to record, and that's the problem, I can't go to my group and be like, guys, I'm gonna, I mean, obviously I can ask them for help because they're in my group, so they should, but I can't be like, I need you guys to do most of the work because I'm going to be, playing a children's 3D platformer this weekend, and, I'm going to need some help. So, you know, I could tell them that, but also it's a little embarrassing, so maybe I won't. We'll figure it out, though. It's gonna be a busy week, and then, like I said, going home, so not gonna have my PC then, so not gonna be able to bulk record what is this awful room, and why is it allowed to exist. But yeah, I'll be going home, so I'm not going to be able to record then. So basically, I'm just going to be behind. That's like the theme of these next couple weeks, is just being behind. But after that point, I'm like looking forward to my schedule, and I'm like, after that, I don't see too much that's really going to impede me. And so, and especially like once I graduate and stuff and be home, I'm going to be able to put some work into this, because honestly, we've been seeing some good growth lately, and it's got me kind of, of course, I'm like super motivated at the time when like literally life is doing everything it can to say, bring that motivation down a little bit. And that's what, like, it's just like so perfect, because so the mod videos that we've been doing have been getting, you know, pretty decent success. A couple hundred views for me is pretty decent success. A couple hundred views per video. And I think just from the Smile video that we did last week alone, the mod for the character with the scythe, I think we got like 11 new subs from that, which is insanity. And totally tickled me pink. And so, you know, of course, the one game that's finally starting to bring success, and the one game I love the most, starts breaking on us. Okay, so we get Black Hole. It's a new item, so I will give it a go. And we'll per throw the rest of these. Okay, now we will give the Sprinkler a go, because the Sprinkler is also a new item. So for those of you guys who don't know, we'll use this for one room. Black Hole sucks enemies in, damages them. Doesn't do a ton of damage, but, you know, it does its thing, and it looks cool. Sprinkler, on the other hand, you come in once every 4 rooms, you drop the Sprinkler down. Boosh. With Brimstone, it does this. it basically like keeps all of your tier effects and just shoots. So it's just an extra source of damage in the room at all times. It rotates around like a sprinkler and tears things up. Now obviously we have Brimstone with it. With tears it would just fire your normal tears instead, but it also gains all of your tier effects. So it's got the Pisces knockback as well as you're seeing the occasional 20/20 on there as well. It didn't come in that clutch in that room because it's kind of a big room and the range unfortunately on the sprinkler Brimstone isn't infinite, but still a dope item. It has a ton of cool synergy. Maybe like up there for like top new, like up there for top spacebar item in the game now, honestly, after its release. So pretty excited to finally see it. We're finally seeing some more new items than just freaking, I feel like all we see is fast bombs. So I'm excited to see anything other than fast bombs. Not that fast bombs aren't, well, I don't think they're that cool, but it's nice to have some variety. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's pronounced. Yeah, did I get through everything as we're getting pretty close to the end of this one here? Did I get through everything? Ukulele coming. I might change up what I initially said. Ukulele coming. I told you about technical difficulties. I told you about trouble. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. I told you about computer issues. I told you about all that stuff. So we got some stuff to figure out over the next coming period, but we're also seeing a lot of success here at PlaycrastiNation, which is just awesome for me. And we just got a 23-minute run, which is amazing. I've almost never put up a video this short, which means I'll probably just go ahead and put it up today because it's so short. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you subscribe to become a citizen of PlaycrastiNation today. And if you know anyone that you think would be a great Playcrastinator, go ahead and send them all by because I would love to have them. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching. And this was a lot of fun.